On this James the Bike Guy, we're taking a look at the Specialized Sirrus SS. That stands for Specialized Sirrus Single Speed. This is a pretty cool new bike for 2019, and it takes the very well-known Specialized Sirrus bike and it makes it a single speed. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the features. Of course, we'll find out what it weighs, and while you're watching this, be sure to hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos like this into the future. So we'll go ahead and start off with the frame. This uses Specialized A1 premium aluminum frame, and you can see that it's got shaped tubing, and it is a really nice looking frame. Nice and matte black here. This is the only color that it comes in for 2019. But what's really neat about it is it's fully manipulated tubing. It's got internal cable routing for the brake, and then in the back you're going to get the sliding dropouts. But in these sliding dropouts, you've got a couple of cool features. First off, you've got hidden fender mounts. You also have the setup to be able to run a rack on the rear. It's got the brazons and all the bosses for it. And then up front, it's also set up to be able to run a rack or fenders. Now, it is bolt-on wheels, both front and rear, and those bolt-on wheels are running 32-hole hubs. And in the rear, the hub is bolt-on with a hub that you can flip between a fixed gear on one side or a freewheel on the other. Now, the gearing on this bike is going to run the 42-tooth front chain wheel, and this is running a standard steel chainring onto an aluminum crankset. Now, this is square taper with, of course, a threaded bottom bracket, and you've got a nice stealth chain guard that's on here. And what I really like about the rear axle is this actually has chain tensioners built in. So those actually help tension around the rear axle to make sure that the wheel stays straight and the chain stays tight. Now, this bike is set up with alloy V-brakes. These are linear pull V-brakes on the bike, and you've got a nice clean handlebar because there's not much to see. And of course, it runs Specialized own Neutralizer body geometry lock-on grips, which these have a pretty neat bulge shape profile to them, which is going to make it nice and comfortable. Another neat thing about this bike is actually that the graphics, the Specialized that looks blacked out here, this actually is reflective. So it ends up lighting up on cross traffic and can really create a nice look. Now, next to the alloy frame, it's going to run a steel front fork, of course with a bolt-on for the wheel. And these wheels are pretty neat because they're actually running a 22 millimeter deep rim profile that's 21 millimeters wide on the insides. This is a really beefy wheel, 32 hole with 2.0 spokes, so very strong setup. Now, for the saddle, you're going to be set up with a Specialized Canopy saddle. This is a very nice saddle and should be pretty comfortable for the long ride. The last thing to talk about is, of course, the tires. Because this is more of a high-speed, single-speed style bike, this is going to be set up with Specialized a Spore with black belt technology. This is the sport level tire, and these are 700 by 30C size. So now that we've taken a look at some of the features of this bike, let's go ahead, place it on a scale, and we'll see what it weighs. The Specialized Sirrus single speed in a size medium is going to come in and weigh 23.5 pounds. Thanks for watching this video on the Specialized Sirrus single speed. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and while you're at it, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video.